It's week 1 of the 2025 season, and if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the Aviators and the reigning Super Bowl champs on Thursday night.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Lone Star State and the Alamo City of San Antonio, Texas.
The wait is finally over. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis here on the start of a new NFL season, and we kick it off with a bang on Thursday night.
What's interesting about these Thursday night games is oftentimes we hear people say, is it really fair for players to play on Thursday night? But what did we hear from both of these teams going into this one? How excited they were to have the spotlight on their teams, their franchises, the rest of the league watching them go at it.
With fall around the corner, football is back, America, and we're underway on EA Sports.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. They will be led out by a second-round pick in 2019. Out of Missouri, it's Drew Lock.
And I think that everyone is looking forward to seeing Drew Lock take the next step in the quarterback evolutionary process. Decision-making is something that he's working on improving because he's got plenty of arm and makes excellent off-platform throws. What he's seeking now? To be consistent in all of his processes.
And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete.
Well, what an exciting time here in this great city. Of course, it's no stranger to big-time sports. They've had the NBA team here, but now a relocation franchise in the NFL. And these fans, they could not be more excited for what it's going to mean for this city. It's just going to be a great source of civic pride here.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3-and-out here on 3rd and 4.
Estime once more.
And he will have a first down here at about the 40. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. They'll send the big tight end in motion right.
First down, here's Estime.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Straight ahead, Estime.
And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. 8 yards there on the carry, and now they're left with a much more manageable 3rd and 3.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Here's Lock to throw.
Got his man, and that's the rookie 4th-round pick.
And he's got this down to the 35. 18 yards, a big pickup there on 3rd down.
We got to like what you're seeing from this offense here on the first drive. A nice, sustained series to begin the game, and it will continue after picking up another first there.
Would you say the word methodical comes to mind? I love the execution. I love what they're doing on this drive. They're controlling the ball, controlling the game, controlling the clock.
Stopped short of the 25, but that second effort got him a couple extra. That'll give him 8 that time, and that'll bring up a 2nd down and just a couple.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. That one a first down pickup of 8.
Running right, here's Estime.
And he'll get this down only to the 18. So it's the big left tackle who gets tagged with a hold.
And sometimes you're actually executing the block well, and he starts to slip off of you, and instinctively you reach out and grab him. And when it's done like that, it's often seen by the official and called.
Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down on the sack.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. Now the first carry here for the running back. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. So 2 third-down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a third, and now they deal with 4th down.
They converted twice on 3rd down that drive already, but couldn't make it a third. We always talk about in-game adjustments. How about what the defense did there, able to shut them down on that attempt?
And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. Well, all offseason, probably a lot of thought goes into that first drive of week 1. They didn't get the touchdown, but at least they got something.
And what I like about it is that they didn't overthink it, because you're exactly right. A lot goes into the offseason, the preseason to get to that first drive of the regular season. They went right downfield, mission accomplished, points on the board.
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they'll be let out by their quarterback now in his 3rd season in the league.
All right, partner, a brand new season. With it comes a sense of unbridled optimism for every team and, of course, every quarterback. It's a blank slate for every passer in this league, and he really couldn't hide his excitement during interviews this week. He thinks this offense is stacked. They've spent the entire offseason making adjustments and trying to find another gear. And as this season begins, they believe they've found it. You watch them warm up, everything is crisp, moving with great speed. This is an offense that can't wait to get to the first series of the new year.
The defense was ready for the run-pass option, diagnosed it perfectly.
Not only did they stack him up at the point of attack, but he was met by a host of light-colored jerseys.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
Dug in now to throw. He gets it to Johnston.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
I know some guys, they love to start the year off with a deep shot downfield, trying to begin things with a home run ball. That might be the more exciting option, but I think that this was the smarter play.
On first down, it's Benson.
And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
They'll go again with Benson. And he'll be tackled at the 45 following a gain of just 2. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
They need 2. Here's 3rd down. They'll try to run for it with Benson.
And he appears to be about 2 feet short on 3rd and 3. Leaves him with a 4th and 1.
4th and short, partner. I mean, this would be a really risky call. Here we are in the first quarter.
On your own side of the field.
Own side of the field. But, boy, what a tone setter that would be to go for it and get it, wouldn't it?
You're gritty today. I like it.
I'm feeling it.
Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down. Well, I thought they should have punted before. Now they probably definitely need to punt, right?
Yeah, we did a little mind melding there, didn't we? Because I was wondering, why are you out there if you're not going to punt it in the first place? Now, I don't think they have any choice.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. Coming up here, this defense looking for a 3rd down stop in the second quarter. In motion, the tight end. And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. Eluding the pressure right.
Oh, dangerous pass there, and it's intercepted.
A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being down.
So here's the situation upcoming. Second quarter, 3rd down, and this defense just trying to force the field goal attempt.
Well, looks like they'll move things around here. On 3rd down, here's Benson.
And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend.
A lot depended on the spot there, and he got it. But it wasn't by much, was it? I remember Coach Madden talking about, depending on which foot the official used, that would tell you whether you had the first down or not. And you want that upfield foot to be the one that spots the ball, don't you?
And you and I have the luxury of a couple extra views here in the booth, and he did get it, but not by much. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw.
A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Now he's flushed out right. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down. Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down.
Here's Duggan to throw.
And he gets into the end zone for the touchdown. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown.
And the Aviators have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. So that really an almost perfect.
Well, points have been hard to come by in this one, and it's the third quarter. Defenses have reigned supreme. Can the defense reign supreme once more on third down? Let's find out. And the slot man goes in motion left.
Duggan.
And a quick throw here, that's complete.
And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down.
They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it, and that's going to make it 4. So a big third down coming up here for the defense, trying to preserve a very slim lead in the third quarter. Block going to throw.
And that's to the left sideline and incomplete.
So 2 third down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a third, and now they deal with 4. This defense in need of a stop in a tight game in the fourth quarter. Let's see if they can get that stop they need.
Throwing, Duggan.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Benson. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. 7 yards there. Good enough to move the sticks.
And that's a gutsy call there on 3rd and short, because that's a play that's got a good chance of being blown up in the backfield for a big loss of yardage. But nice job out wide to gather in that screen pass, use his blockers well, and pick up the first down.
On the handoff, Benson running right.
And a short gain down to about the 33. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning.
And they run the option on 2nd down.
And he will cross the 30 down to the 29-yard line. And now a timeout taken here defensively with 2:07 remaining. So they'll also have the stop coming up at the 2-minute warning. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. And the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down.
Duggan will look to throw this. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this fourth quarter. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now a first carry for their fullback. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. So it's our visitors with the football as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. And again, they'll go right back to their fullback. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown run.
And the Aviators are able to build on to their fourth quarter lead.
Well, it was 2nd and goal. You're in there close. That's the fullback's comfort zone.
Not only is it his comfort zone, it's an expectation. That's what he's supposed to do. Turn and hand it to him. Big guys fire out. Find your way into the end zone.
Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And it's up. It's good. Our score, 14-6. That one was an extended drive. 14 plays all told. And a 9-yard run on the end of it. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Now on the return, oh no, the ball is loose. And I believe he was able to get this back. He was. Boy, after giving up the touchdown, lucky that didn't turn into another. The situation for him offensively as follows. Down 14-6, a minute 45 to play. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on first down.
Lock to throw.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up 2nd down.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack.
And that one too wide and incomplete.
Back-to-back big plays defensively. First the sack. Now they force the incompletion on 3rd and long. Things looking pretty good for him.
And this is where they have to be careful because they've got the momentum going their way. They will be really amped up to get to the quarterback. Look out. Draw, screen, something that can be used against them.
A short throw there pulled in by All.
And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35.
Plenty of time to work with here, but the timeouts, they're gone. Here's 1st and 10.
And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
But just over a minute to go in the football game. 2nd and 10. Now Locke. Pass complete. He's got Hendershot.
No timeout. You got to go quick here.
This definitely 4-down territory at this point, but a critical 3rd down here.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down.
No choice but to go. Here's 4th down now.
That's to his running back, complete. And he's not able to get away. He is stopped well short of a 1st down. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the ball will go over on downs on the short side of the field.
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive.
And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. They go down to a knee, and the new campaign off to a good start. It's a win here in Week 1. And just how they envision the start of the season, kneeling it down, defense can't stop the clock. This one's a winner.
You know what's really strange? I think a lot of people think that the kneel-down practice stuff really only happens like one time a week. The best teams I know, they practice it starting back in OTAs. They want them to visualize winning a game and how great that feels, and they got it done in this one.
Yep, a knee gets them to 1-0.
Well, partner, tonight was a great way to kick the season off. That before the game, probably as much pomp and circumstance to start a season as I can ever remember. And this is just game one of many to come sitting next to you. Really looking forward to it.
As am I. Great to be back in booth with you for another season. Great to get this year underway. You and I both know Interesting is going to be the word. An extra week now as part of that newer 17-game season. What a fun opener tonight. We know the better games are still on their way, but I'm glad that we got started.
So for our visitors, they start the season with a great win on the road here in the Thursday opener. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week. Meanwhile, for San Antonio, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.